One of the priority areas of Feed the Future Uganda enabling environment for agriculture activity was improving produce and inputs quality.
Quality starts right from the farm. Even from the selection of seed. If you have seed that is counterfeited and is not the correct seed, you can't get quality. So it starts from the selection of seed, the management of the crop in the field, and then at the time of harvest. How do you harvest? Do you harvest and throw it on the soil?
This cob here looks like this because of the effect of premature harvesting. It was harvesting before its rightful time. So the cobs, the kernels, these grains were not fully developed yet. So they are shrinking, as you can see. They look shriveled, they look whitish. So this is not good. The buyers don't like something like this.
We came into the grain sector and specifically issues around quality because the situation was bad. When we came in 2013, our maize, for example, was being called by some buyers food for animals, food for chicken. So it was really downgraded to that level because of its low quality. And because of that, we were not accessing premium markets.
These markets include the greater Eastern African region. With the exception of Tanzania, all of Uganda's neighbors are net importers of maize and bean grain. They do not produce enough grain to feed their people and so rely on other countries for supply. Put together, the 5 countries of Kenya, Rwanda, Burundi, South Sudan, and Democratic Republic of Congo offer Uganda a potential market of 160 million people on preferential terms. But this market can only be exploited after meeting East Africa Community grain standards. Uganda's potential earnings from the export of maize and bean grain are unfortunately limited by the quality of its grain.
Actually, 2 years ago, we had maize which was stopped at the border between Uganda and Kenya in Busia, which was headed for the Kenyan market because Kenyans consume more maize than we have, and we have a surplus here. And the main reasons which were given were basically due to the quality and safety issues in the maize grain. And those are the issues that concern UNBS as an institution.
Grain has the potential to improve the welfare of Ugandans through the opportunities it offers in its value chain, from the seed companies to the agro-dealers to the smallholder farmers. However, for these benefits to be felt, the government realized the need for a national grain trade policy.
What USAID has done through Feed the Future, it has helped us to develop the national grain trade policy, but fortunately we also drew out the implementation strategy because sometimes we draw out these policies without a strategy. So with a strategy, that meant that we delved directly into the matter and started implementing it because we launched them all at the same time, and I was privy to that.
The National Grain Trade Policy was successfully launched. Its mission is to ensure consistent quantity and quality supply of grain and grain products to the market in order to improve incomes of the subsector actors.
This has been a stimulant, the fact that there is a policy to stimulate the growth of the infrastructure, the unity of the stakeholders, and also capacity building amongst the players of knowledge and skills.
As part of the National Grain Policy Implementation Strategy, Feed the Future Uganda Enabling Environment for Agriculture Activity funded the Uganda National Bureau of Standards. The goal To simplify the East African Grain Standards, a technical document with complicated language and complex numbers into usable form.
We specifically focused on development of easy-to-use materials in terms of brochures, in terms of posters, which could easily be understood by the farmers and traders and specific actors in the value chain.
We have worked with every organization involved in grain to make sure that these simplified versions of the standards go out.
The simple illustrative brochures were translated into 6 local languages of Luganda, Runyakitara, Luo, Ateso, Swahili, and Lugbarra. This was so that farmers in different regions of the country can follow the recommended practices in order to meet East Africa Community Grain Standards.
Nayiga okukungula kasooli akalidde ku nnimiro, n'enjiga entereka y'akasooli awedde okkubibwa, n'enjiga ne kasooli bamwanika batya. Kasooli bw'omwanika olina okufuba okulaba nga ofuna ettundubaali n'omwanika n'atagenda mu ttaka.
In addition to material support, Feed the Future Uganda Enabling Environment for Agriculture activity has also supported districts to put in place ordinances or district laws. These ordinances help the districts meet national and regional grain standards. Among these districts is Mubende.
USAID came in to help me with financing the process of developing an ordinance to make sure that we have quality maize ordinance so that we can tell our farmers to go by the law that is being put in place. As I talk now, people have started to abide by the ordinance. I'm happy. You find people who were drying maize on the ground. They have bought tarpaulins. They have built stores. They let maize to grow to the level of drying from the garden naturally, not using chemicals. They don't slash them so that they can dry quickly as it was. I think that is a positive direction, and I want to thank God that we seem to have achieved our mission.
The adherence to the law in Mubende is already bearing fruit.
In Mubende, there are many big companies now who are setting, a shop there. Some are processors, some are buyers. And if you ask them, they said, why are you here? Say we are seeing better quality grain from Mubende. And I think that is coming out of what? The implementation of these ordinances.
Uganda has a comparative advantage in the production of maize and beans on account of her favorable weather conditions. Grain traders have the opportunity and incentive to explore export opportunities in the regional market. And now, with USAID's assistance in Uganda's grain subsector through the Feed the Future Uganda Enabling Environment for Agriculture activity, progress is being witnessed.
The World Food Programme in the past never used to procure maize from here. They used to import. Now Uganda is the hub for grain. That proves that Uganda has improved on its yield, improved on management of the grain industry, organization of the industry, but also supplies and quality.
Should this trend continue, the agro-dealers, farmers, traders, processors, and distributors will be richer, and by extension, so will Uganda.